I'm ready.
Five, four,
Fuck.
three,
Fuck.
2,
Fuck.
1.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Drunk Genesis.
We're like knee deep.
Yeah, this is
Something like that.
getting to the point where we're at bottoms of the cups. Megan's just pouring us whatever we have. I have a slushie, but I'm pretty sure there's tequila in it.
There's
if
more
you've ever-
bottles to be bottled.
And if you've ever seen Wumbo, you know what happens when tequila's involved, eh?
If you've ever watched any of our drunken stuff before, you know.
She is about to tell us the first question, and I'll up first. Right
Yes.
away, doll.
Might even be about mouses.
Kingdom Hearts.
Ha
I'm first.
Fuck!
So, legitimately speaking, Kingdom Hearts is a video game between Square Enix and Disney, where it's pretty much Final Fantasy, but they run into Disney characters.
Basically.
However, what if Kingdom Hearts, instead of being a co-op between Square Enix and Disney, was all Disney? I'll tell you, Kingdom Hearts would be an Alice in Wonderland video game where the Red Queen creates a kingdom of hearts, and you, the video game player, are the
Tony
Spade of
Stark.
Hearts, Spade of Aces, Ace of Spaces.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Space.
You have to navigate through the levels to free them. But in all honesty, Kingdom Hearts is this statue right here.
Yes.
It's a great game. Alex hates it. He
Motherfucker.
despises it. So much so that he won't even finish his drink to prove his love for it. That's how much he hates it. I know it up.
Andrew's wrong.
Wake.
I love Kingdom Hearts with a passion. I've loved it. Even its weird spin-offs. I'm looking at you, Union Cross, and fucking RE Coded. You crazy
referring to
bastards.
2.5.
Resident Evil coded.
No, I wish I was kidding. These are all Kingdom Hearts games. No. Kingdom Hearts is an interesting series, and if you think, oh, it's got Disney characters, it's a kid's game, it is not. The entire premise is the world is destroying, and
Depression.
it's so crazy.
So when my parents bought me the first game from GameStop, which was like 2004-ish maybe, they actually told my parents to buy me the
Strategy guide?
strategy guide, so I would know what to get through because of how difficult it would be.
Oh, yeah. No, anyone that thinks it's a kid's game, if you play it for more than 5 minutes, you're like, holy fuck, this game is a lot more complicated. No, it's a really interesting series, and if you haven't played it, I really suggest it. Shout out to Disney Plus that the rumor is that they are making a series based off of Kingdom Hearts the game.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. It's a weird thing. I've actually read the mangas that are based off of the games, which have expanded on some of the story that we didn't get, so I'd be interested
Story's
if they...
really cool, so I'll take it.
Exactly. So if they continue with that idea of expanding on what we already know, it would be a good thing. If not, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
questionable.
Yeah. So it has premise and promise, and I'm excited. And Kingdom Hearts, if you don't know anything about it, definitely look into it. And if we can manage to do it, we might even do some Kingdom Hearts playthroughs on this channel. So you never know.
No, we won't.
And honestly,
So,
if you
quick
don't
question
know,
here before Sean starts. So, would you be more excited for a Kingdom Hearts show on Disney Plus or Netflix's Resident Evil show?
Kingdom Hearts.
Both Resident Evil 1 we know would be based off the games, not the movies. Kingdom Hearts, we don't know much about, so you can take it with what you will. This
I
is for
will
Sean
say that I'm leaning towards Resident Evil only because there's so many different ways they can go. With Kingdom Hearts, they're kind of painted into a corner because there's only certain things that you can do with that. Not that there's not more world to explore, but Resident Evil, through the various sequels, there is an entire world and universe where the virus is, so you can explore a lot more, and if you come up with a brand new story, fans will be a lot more forgiving, unless it involves Mila Jovovich.
Fucking Alice.
But basically, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, the only thing I have to say is if you don't know anything, Look about the production history of Kingdom Hearts 3. I remember dreaming about this game in like 2006.
Yeah. We all dreamed about it in 2006.
That's when it made its first mention. Kingdom Hearts is a really awesome game. It does a lot, as we joked earlier, about how they should be a shared universe. Kingdom Hearts really brings that together, adds RPG elements to it, building of your characters.
Oddly satisfying way.
Yeah.
To me, it always had that Marvel Ultimate Alliance feel to it. Because depending on your teammates, it determines your gameplay. But Kingdom Hearts, high raves for a PS2, PS3, PS4 remake, Xbox.
Finally
Xbox
got all the
360,
remakes of it on the Xbox One.
Xbox One. It's a great game. Check it out.
Yeah, you get to hold the next out.
Alex is holding him in his hand.
Mickey Mouse?
Yep.
The Red Mickey?
Oh boy! Come here, Pluto! Oh, don't suck my dick! Sorry, Mickey Mouse is an interesting character.
What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it. Mickey Mouse is an interesting character in general. He's not the first character created by Disney. Oswald the rabbit is, but he's up there for the iconic thing. Everyone knows Mickey by his, round ears and cute little face and his pants but no shirt. We're not going to get into those details. But
Gotta show off the guns.
What?
does.
He's wearing both a shirt and pants here.
in the Kingdom Hearts one, look at the non-Kingdom Hearts renders.
He always has suspenders.
He does not have pants.
Well, he
Anyway.
has pants. He just doesn't have a shirt.
There doesn't, yeah.
He has suspenders.
He's the opposite of Donald Duck.
Exactly. Which is why there's a newer
Fusion
Mickey
dance.
Mouse cartoon where they can't get service at Goofy's food
I
check.
cash in my Yoda.
Okay?
There you go.
Merry Christmas, Alex.
Fuck me.
I was just really excited to cash in Yoda for once because I won him off a Joe. Actually, I had anger, but I dropped anger in my cup, so Megan took him away from me. So Mickey Mouse is a spectacular character. Not enough people give him credit for what he started. As Steamboat Willie, he evolved into modern day animation.
Oh boy.
But is what's really impressive from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, the Mickey Mouse cartoons, Kingdom Hearts,
House of Mouse.
House of Mouse, he is an amazing sorcerer. In Fantasia, he brings all those brooms together to bring everything together, get the castle ready. Mickey Mouse has created an empire in himself, and I feel like he doesn't get enough respect for that because all people see are the cute character. But all of Disney World, Disneyland Tokyo, whenever they're building it, all those things, all are because of a fucking mouse. I have caught 6 mice in my house, and I have defeated them all. Mickey Mouse, on the other hand, has defeated every adversary and created a kingdom. It's your turn, I think.
It's funny, going off of a little bit of what both Alex and Andrew said, it all started with a rabbit, and the 20s and 30s were a weird time for creators. Copyright laws and things didn't really matter. Basically, artists would create for a company. So this all started with a rabbit, Oswald the Rabbit, and essentially Walt Disney created something that he had no rights to. So he decided to create his own studio with his brother, I believe it was. And essentially, Walt Disney was born, Mickey Mouse was created, and now there are shrines, stocks. Honestly, Disney owns about 70% of our lives.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is in charge of the world pretty much.
You see a movie, it's probably Disney related somehow. which is amazing. It'd be hilarious if Walt Disney never went out on his own and just kept making Oswald Rabbit cartoons, and I'd wonder where we'd be at now.
That'd be an interesting world. Next one over there.
I think there'd be a lot more Nazis.
Why? Because Disney was a Jew?
Maybe.
We kind of hinted on this earlier. But
Jewing?
why doesn't Donald wear pants?
Oh,
Well, because he has a tail.
he's not wrong.
How do you wear pants with a tail? I don't know. There's something about the design. Obviously the beak shows that he's a duck. But the duck tail, the duck butt, if you will, is really what is one of the iconic images. Those little ruffles at the end of Donald Duck. It's what defines the character. I like to think it's that pant legs are too hard to draw. Look at Mickey. You can only have sleeves or shorts. You can't have both.
Unless you're Kingdom Hearts.
Unless you're Kingdom Hearts. But even then, it doesn't count.
So I have to agree with Sean. For the most part, the duck butt is just too cute. The tail is just too cute. But I don't know if you can see it from the camera. You might have to Google him. His legs go very up high on his body. If you were to give him pants, they would either be short shorts or very long pants, which would probably be a pain in the ass to animate. And with ducks, as Alex will explain, in their anatomy, their penises are really fucking weird. So I think with the combination of that, and his legs being too long, and his tail being so cute, they just said, look, we're not going to animate pants. But canonically, Donald Duck is just a rebel, and he likes showing off his little ass to all the ladies.
For once, I actually don't have much to add to this. I definitely think he's being a rebel, and I'm not going to talk about duck penises. If you want to know more, please tell us that you want to know more, and I'll definitely tell you. But
Don't tell us.
in all realisticness, I think Donald's duck butt, I hate to admit it, is iconic enough that that's why we don't have pants on Donald.
So, I don't know if you two can answer this. I don't know, to be honest. Has he ever, even when he was first drawn, worn pants?
I believe not.
I don't think canonically. I think maybe he might have worn pants once, but it's not common enough.
Like, there's some episode where he's wearing, like, a diving suit and he's got pants, but
I don't think typically he's not drawn without.
It's always sailor shirt, and that's it.
Yep.
Or whatever top, no pants. And if there are pants, I think there are a couple times he's had pants, his tail has shown outside the pants.
show off the duck butt.
Yep, the duck tail.
Woo! Oh, shut up.
Who is the better wizard? Mickey Mouse or Harry Potter?
So, it's a good thing I had this first, because I think I already kind of touched on this a little bit with my definition of Mickey. Mickey is easily the better wizard. Let me explain. I already said he created his own empire, which is impressive. Harry only went to school to be a wizard.
He wasn't that good.
And he wasn't even that good. So,
He lucked into a lot of it.
yeah, exactly. Second, Mickey sunk Atlantis. Let me explain. So, if you've seen the movie Atlantis, it just kind of mysteriously sinks into the sea because they're all like, power, 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 humans, humans, humans. Wow, sink down.
There was a mouse.
But, where did that magic come from? They just say from their idols. But really, from Mickey. We see in Fantasia him create a lot of stuff and do a lot of stuff without really trying. If he harnessed that power, he could do anything from creating a castle to sinking an island. Even though it's for the protection of the island, he sunk the island. Mickey has an empire. Mickey can do anything in the realm of reality or animation.
It's almost like he has a lost empire.
Boom. Harry Potter, on the other hand, he lucked into going to school. he only got in there because his family got posted on a Sunday. Hedwig
Killed on a Sunday.
He got into school. He should have been kicked out many a times, but he kept lucking his way through school. He killed Voldemort, and then what? Harry just lived his
Became
soft life.
a, what you call it?
A simp.
Yeah, but he didn't create a kingdom like Mickey.
So, while I normally would agree or disagree with Andrew, he's kind of got a point. So, Harry is not the better
World
wizard
of Harry Potter.
in general. Mickey does have the better magic, and simply for no other reason than Harry learns all his magic from schooling. Mickey just fucking goes, oh, hey, look at this spell book. Oh, I can bring brooms to life. And he
He
does.
finds a hat.
Mickey legitimately learns magic on his own. Harry has to learn it from experts. So I'm saying Mickey's got the upper hand.
Which also, I don't know if this factors into the argument, most of Harry's professors fucking hate him. So are they going to
Because-
teach him 100% correctly? I mean, Snape's different. He was in love with his mom, wanted to fuck his mom. His mom
we don't
died
wanna
before he
get
got the
into
chance.
that.
Exactly. But, like, most of the people Harry comes in contact with fucking hate him.
And 4 times out of 10, they're Lord Voldemort.
Boom. With a turban.
It's only one time he's in the turban.
What happens
times
with
with the
this screening process that Voldemort keeps becoming a teacher?
That's a good question.
I'm just
They have
asking
fucking
for a
giant
friend.
snake just roaming their hall, like their school. Fuck Voldemort, for real.
Just to
And the whole Harry Potter
finish
Hogwarts.
that up. Mickey's the better wizard.
Wow, we all agree.
Agree on that one.
We were on fire when Joe's not here.
He doesn't distract us.
In a steel cage match,
Ooh.
who would win?
Bonesaw.
Or Tigger?
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so I think for this,
Oh.
we go with WWE rules. You can win by pinfall, submission,
Or escape.
walking out the door, or escaping over the top of the cage. I think it's important to establish the rules first.
See, my only issue, and I'm saying it only because of all the Kingdom Hearts games and everything I've played with Goofy, I'm going to say Goofy. Simply because Goofy is the only character that, like in Kingdom Hearts 1, when Sora is no longer the chosen Keyblade Master, Goofy feels bad and is willing to defend him to his death. Like, he fights against what he's supposed to do. Goofy, in the second game, sacrifices his life. He survives, but he sacrifices his life to protect Sora. So I'm just saying, I think Goofy is willing to go the extra mile to defeat his opponent as long as it's a matter of protecting someone.
It's gonna AJ Styles it.
Exactly. So, that's my piece.
So, in a normal to the death steel cage match, I would pretty much agree with that. But the fact that we have established that escape is part of the rules, I'm leaning with Tigger. Because Tigger could just bounce over the whole damn thing. We've seen him go 30, 40 stories.
At least.
Not even feet, stories. A cage is like 15 feet.
I just bit my tongue.
So, when it comes to escape, I think that Tigger has the improved escape and agility, and Goofy's gonna trip on his long dick before he ever gets his hands on Tigger.
So, I like Sean's reasoning, and I was originally leaning towards Tigger. But Alec kind of swayed me over towards Goofy. And I'm going to say Goofy. Because in a cage match, in theory, it is used to end a rivalry. So in my mind, Tigger and Goofy have been at odds for months. They're in a cage. They're fighting. When it comes to offense, Tigger has none. He's only going to try to escape. Goofy is going to try to prevent him from escaping with his offense, whether it's a shield or sheer luck where he falls into success. And I think Goofy somehow stops Tigger from escaping, and he's able to win. I think Goofy's sheer determination to win and protect himself and his friends is greater than Tigger's want to just bounce out. Because if Tigger doesn't get a chance to bounce on his tail, he's done. If Goofy can charge at him with his shield and stop him before he can even put his tail on the ground, it's game over in the first 3 seconds.
World Goof.
Tigger's tail is his only power. As far as I'm concerned, I could be wrong, but Tigger's only power is bouncing on his tail. And I think Goofy has more going for him. He could put an end to that.
Any other topics for this one? Oh man, I think that would officially be our Kingdom Hearts episode.
From the Rose-Tinted Glasses crew, this has been another episode of Drunk Genesis, Ariel, Mickey, Goofy, Cage Match Edition. Tune in for more. We've got another mini game coming up. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment. If you hate us, send us to the person you hate the most.
Yes!
We'll annoy the fuck out of them.
That's genius.
I don't care. We'll
Not only
everybody.
that, sometime
Listen
at
to
the
that. Here we
end
go.
of this season, we're going to post Andrew's number. Just
So,
text him.
here we go.
He's got this.
Right now,
Thank you,
we're going to
guys.
go ahead and let you rickroll somebody. Never gonna
give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
It's just boy.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna run around and desert you.
I ended it at goodbye.
Never going to give, never going to give.
Never gonna give you up.
Well, you're so good.
About how many more topics do we have?
75.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
We're going into syndication, guys.